at you because you stood up for yourself. Now that storyline looks wonderful for your career.
Storyline.
So you could understand how that got concocted as soon as she picked up that phone and called Rock Nation about the quote unquote incident afterwards. I can almost tell you how that conversation went, bruh. Don't say nothing. Let's intervene.
First of all, these people are missing so many of the valuable points. Before the cops even pulled them over, Kelsey texted the security, Meg security, and said, help. Tory shot Meg.
Of course, to cover herself.
Oh my goodness. These people, Jesus.
Let's try to get this all cleaned up. Because looking like a horrible drunk who was sleeping with your best friend's man looks crazy. Now, the police didn't just take her word for it. The police did their investigation at the scene. And at the scene, they discovered enough evidence to show that Megan Thee Stallion stepped on glass. Which is why when the police charged Tory Lanez addition.
But you know why, idiot? Oh, sorry. I don't mean to call you an idiot. But you know why? Because at the scene where they were pulled over at is not where where she got shot at. They had already got back in the car and was driving.
Initially, they only charged Tory Lanez for gun possession because they found a gun, I think, on the passenger side of the vehicle.
You're giving me a headache.
I know you got a little bit.
The police officers, you just heard her say, oh man, she just stepped on the bottle and she cut her. So if they watched her step on the bottle, cut herself open, probably had some fragments go in the open wound because she's walking on literal glass at the time.
Wow. Oh my Jesus.
Because her friend did shoot at her. She did. So bullet fragments can be in her foot. That's not the point.
I don't even have to say anything to him. What's his name?
His name's Flacco.
I don't have to say anything to Flacco because Flacco is proving my point clear as day. Just listen to yourself, Flacco. Stop yapping and listen to what you're saying. Makes no sense.
Does this equate
no sense?
Tory Lanez popped at her. Now, I do believe a gun was shot that night. Don't get me wrong. A gun was indeed shot that night. But I don't think that gun is what penetrated Megan Thee Stallion's skin.
Woo! What's up? It's your boy Larry left for the PAD universe. And we got Mondukes with it.
Yes. I am here for this.
Hey, y'all, we got this video from Flacco. It's called New Evidence Proves Tory Lanez got framed and set up by Megan Thee Stallion. And I've been believing this since the jump. Mom like to say, common sense ain't common, because I don't understand how y'all, but I feel like the same thing from the whole other side. Like, I don't get how y'all believe that this man shot that woman. But let's get to the video, y'all.
Please.
Tory Lanez's team just revealed bombshell information that will exonerate Tory Lanez and destroy and ruin Megan Thee Stallion's career and her credibility. And they laid everything out on a new website. Congresswoman Anna Paulina is the mastermind behind this new website to exonerate Tory Lanez. And it all stemmed from a tweet that she posted a week ago where she says in 36 hours, we will be releasing new bombshell information that would exonerate Tory Lanez. It wasn't released within 36 hours, but instead they started a website coined after the term 36 hours later and released all the information on that website. A lot of people have questioned her motives, why a congresswoman, a Republican at that, wants to get involved in a Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion hip-hop drama. But she just came out to say she's involved because she truly believes that Tory Lanez was railroaded by a corrupt democratic system. Tory's team did a great job at...
All she doing is messing up her career. That's all she doing. First of all, how you saying somebody innocent when you don't even know the full history of everything? You don't even know the case. You don't even know what was said or done in court.
Why don't
But
she know?
She don't know. She was on MTV. She was on TMZ. She did an interview with TMZ, and they was questioning her, and they was telling her everything that she was bringing up was already said in court, was already brought up in court. So how is this new information?
It's not about it being new information. That's the problem.
Okay, let's go.
Telling the full story and not just bombarding us with new information right away. One of the initial pieces and the first step, they pointed out information that contradicted the storyline that Tory Lanez told Megan Thee Stallion's dance big and then fired 6 shots at her. They released footage of Megan Thee Stallion admitting that she stepped on glass, but not just that. In this interaction with the police, Megan Thee Stallion was very concerned about her going to jail and her being in trouble. And to me, that's very strange. A gunshot victim being really concerned about the police discovering something.
So if my question is, if you didn't do anything wrong, all you did was get shot at by a man, why are you asking the police, do you think we going to jail? Because I can't go to jail. That's going to ruin my image. Why is she worried about going to jail?
The same okay. The same reason she was worried about protecting Tory Lanez because of what was going on around that time with police officers and black people. My thing is, even if she was concerned about going to jail, what was her concern? Tell me what you believe her concern was.
That's my question. What is her concern? Why is she worried about going to jail if she got shot at?
Who wouldn't be worried about going to jail? The police pull everybody over.
If you are a gunshot victim, why are you scared that you gonna go to jail if you didn't do anything?
This is where the common sense coming at. Remember, this is when she made up the story about her stepping on glass.
Oh my Jesus. She didn't make up the story. The story was real. She did step on glass. That's the whole point. You're missing it.
No, you're missing
it. You missing it. Answer the question.
Answer the question. You have a doctor saying that she had bullet fragments in her foot, not glass. So that's clear to tell you she didn't step on glass. She had bullet fragments. I don't know your question.
Can you answer the question?
What was your question?
If you are a gunshot victim, you did nothing but get shot.
Oh my goodness.
You did nothing but get shot. And I don't want to hear she was protecting him. No, she wasn't.
Right. First of all,
no, she wasn't. If you are a gunshot victim, you did not do anything wrong. Why are you asking the cops? Do you think I'm gonna go to jail? Because I cannot go to jail. That will ruin my image. What did you do to go to jail?
Let me ask you a question, and maybe all you Tory Lanez fans can think about this. As she's sitting on this curb, asking the police officer, is she going to jail? Remember, she's not a gunshot victim at this time. They don't know that she's been shot.
She knows she's been shot if she's been shot. What? She is a gunshot victim.
Play, because that don't make no sense. You don't want to make. You don't want it to make sense.
You just saying anything to defend her at this point.
You saying anything? You're asking me. Why is she asking if she's going to jail? I'm sure the other lady asked, Kelsey probably was asking, was she going to jail?
You know
if
why?
a police officer pulled me out of the car, I'm going to ask the police officer, am I going to jail?
Not if you got shot.
That could send her to jail.
Yeah, if you the one who got shot, no, you're not. Why are you worried about them taking you to jail if you the gunshot victim? If you're the one who got shot and you didn't
watch the video, because
you know why Kelsey would have asked them? Because Kelsey is the one who was in the fight with her and the one who shot at her. That's why she would act. So yes, I'm glad you brought that up.
So what?
Yes, she would be worried about it. Okay. Yes, she would.
So you telling me
she has no reason to be worried about going to jail.
If Kelsey worried about going to jail because they were fighting, why can't she be worried about going to jail because they were fighting?
Exactly. So why? Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. That's her reason for being scared.
No, I'm not saying that's her reason. I said, why can't that be her reason? I'm not saying that's her reason.
So if that is her reason, okay, if that is her reason, why was none of that brought up in court? Why was they allowed to lie about the fact that they were not fighting? They never brought up the fact that they was fighting. Okay. So why was that not brought up?
So why?
If that's her reason for being scared to go to jail, why was it not brought up in court?
Listen, the only other person that could have verified that could have stated that they were fighting was the one person that didn't take the stand.
All right. No, we got another person at the end of this video. It's another person that can tell us and will tell us that they was fighting.
Doesn't
Let's
make
finish
sense.
the video.
Chat.
Let's finish the video.
These people are
Megan Thee Stallion
dumber than
has a
Bert.
law.
The only person
Dumber
that matters.
So Megan Thee Stallion understands the law. If you did nothing wrong and you are the gunshot victim, why would you be going to jail for getting shot?
the same dumb question.
What's that? Do you think we can go to jail? I don't know. We're trying to figure it all out. As long as you guys cooperate with us and you guys tell us what happened, we'll go accordingly, okay? But if you guys are not telling us, if you guys are, then I don't think...
I really cannot go to jail.
Okay.
I cannot have that on my image.
Okay. So how did that happen to you?
Glass.
Glass? Where?
Where we were coming from. I'm not from here, so I...
Okay. I didn't get shot. No, man. I mean, no, sir.
She was also very concerned about her image and how this story would make her look. The storyline of getting super drunk at Kylie Jenner's house, trying to fight Kylie Jenner, fighting your best friend, fighting a man that night, being exposed for sleeping with the man that your best friend is doing a sneaky link with, that looks bad for you. That looks horrible. And then stepping on a glass because you're super intoxicated and you're just drunk looks horrible. But the storyline of this really angry man shot at you because you stood up for yourself, now that storyline looks wonderful for your career.
Storyline.
So you could understand how that got concocted as soon as she picked up that phone and called Rock Nation about the quote-unquote incident afterwards. I can almost tell you how that conversation went, bruh. Don't say nothing. Let's intervene.
First of all, these people are missing so many of the valuable points. Before the cops even pulled them over, Kelsey texted the security, Meg security, and said, "Help, Tory shot Meg."
Of course, to cover herself.
Oh my goodness. These people, Jesus.
Let's try to get this all cleaned up. Because looking like a horrible drunk who was sleeping with your best friend's man looks crazy. Now, the police didn't just take her word for it. The police did their investigation at the scene. And at the scene, they discovered enough evidence to show that Megan Thee Stallion stepped on glass. Which is why when the police charged Tory Lanez addition...
But you know why, idiot? Oh, sorry. I don't mean to call you an idiot. But you know why? Because at the scene where they were pulled over at is not where she got shot at. They had already got back in the car and was driving.
Actually, they only charged Tory Lanez for gun possession because they found a gun, I think, on the passenger side of the vehicle.
So,
Shooting or anything? That's how we got dispatched.
Well, we have the gun here, and then we have other units. They're searching the house where it happened. So that's all we have so
Alright,
far.
So nothing happened in the vehicle.
No, we don't have any casings. No.
Okay, from what you've been told. Okay.
And then there's some cash over, looks like.
Was the person who got caught with the other people here that you have in handcuffs? Were they all together?
They were all together.
Yes, they were all in the same car.
Okay. And then, do we know how she got cut? Or who cut her?
I believe when she stepped down, there's a glass.
She dropped a glass bottle, and then I think she stepped on it and cut herself.
Okay.
Getting out of the vehicle.
Exactly.
So her friends didn't cut her then.
they
literally
said she
seen her.
she did not. She said
She literally seen.
no, she did not. Go back and re-listen.
Well,
She did not
I
say she seen
understand that.
her.
I understand she said I think. That's because the cop before her that spoke said I think. So she said
No.
I think. But that woman literally seen her drop. She said she dropped glass in front of her and stepped on it. Why would she say she dropped the glass? If she believed she stepped in glass, she would have just said, I think she stepped in glass when she got out of the car. She said, I think she dropped the glass and stepped in it. So she seen her drop the glass. She might not have fully seen her step in it, but she seen her drop that glass.
Stop.
That's all
Stop and
that
think.
matters.
Stop and think.
I
Stop and think. If that truly happened and the cops saw it, don't you think that this would be brought up in court?
No,
Right, yeah.
I do not.
So you just telling me
because
Tory?
I know
so you
that
just
Rock Nation paid for Tory to spend 10 years
now you
in
are
prison.
now you already know.
Like,
I don't
what?
want to hear nothing about no daggone Rock
Well,
Nation. Rock Nation
you
ain't
don't
got
wanna
nothing
hear
to do
the-
with
you don't wanna hear the
Tory
truth
being in
then.
jail.
You don't want to hear the truth.
So, how she got cut?
I believe when
You
she
don't
stepped
care
out,
about the
there's
truth
a
then.
glass
She
right
dropped
here.
a glass bottle, and then I think she stepped on it and cut herself.
Okay.
Getting out of the vehicle.
Okay. So her friends didn't cut her then.
Right.
Well. Yeah.
Look, the bottle right there is not even broken. I'm right. It's right there.
Alright, move back to the sound of my voice. Keep your hands up. Move back to the sound of my voice. Move back. Keep going. Keep going.
Remember, this is the glass right there. She stepped out the car, right? But remember, the blood that's on Kelsey's leg is from Megan putting her leg across Kelsey's when they got back in the truck and was driving. All of this was said in court. Like, this makes no sense. Like, y'all think y'all make anything. I don't care what the end of the video say. You gotta watch the whole thing.
No, you just need to see the end of the video. Because the end of the video proves everything.
Okay, let's see if Tory get out.
It proves everything.
Move back to the sound of my voice.
No, let's see if she goes in. That's what we need to be waiting to see. Let's
She
see if
is not
she go
going
in.
in.
I know she ain't going to
The
jail, but
police
she needs
officer
to go to
literally
prison
watched her with her own eyes.
for 10 years.
Seen her in 4K with her own eyes, stepping on the bottle and then began to limp. She stepped.
And then, if y'all would have watched the court case, if she stepped on the glass, she had cuts right here, like by her ankle and stuff. She had from the bullet fragments up here by her ankle and
She
stuff.
been
So
cut
when she,
herself. And it doesn't matter. Okay, listen. She can have bullet fragments in her foot, but guess what? Tory Lanez did not shoot her. That's the whole
it can't
point.
be- it can't-
we don't care.
it can't be.
We don't care if you got shot or not.
So if-
nobody cares. We don't care if you got shot or not.
So-
he did not shoot her.
So is it she stepped on this?
He did not shoot
This
her.
the problem with the Tory Lane fans, though. This the problem with y'all delusional.
Mom, you
1
gotta
minute.
continue
No,
to
no,
watch.
no.
She
I don't have to
already
continue to watch.
you gotta continue to watch.
No. We gotta talk
Continue to
as we watch because I
Understood.
gotta.
You asking the question.
I have to get
I
back.
already
no.
answered your question.
No, you
I
got-
don't care. I don't care if she stepped in the glass or not. He ain't shoot her.
No, you
That's
have to
my
let me
stance on
speak.
it.
I let you speak.
You asked the question.
No, I didn't ask you a question. You already answered what you was gonna say. This is the delusion people have. 1 minute she stepped on glass. The next minute Kelsey shot her. Did she get shot or did she step on glass? It can't be both. You got to.
That does not matter. The only thing
Bruh,
that we care about.
you ain't-
The only thing that we care about is that Tory Lanez did not shoot her. I don't give a care if she stepped on glass or if the girl shot her. We know the girl shot at her. We don't know if bullet. They said bullet fragments got in there. Cool, but guess what? He did not do it. He is behind bars for 10 years because they say that he shot that gun at her and he did not. That is the point. Nobody cares if she stepped on glass or if she got shot. Nobody cares.
Chad,
I hope
Chad,
she did get shot.
yeah, Chad, you see what
I
I'm
hope she
saying?
did.
Like
That's not the point. The point is
they
did he
make
do it or
no
not?
sense whatsoever. They make no sense whatsoever. Come on, let's go to the video.
Before you, so the point is not whether he did it or not. This man is spending 10 years in prison. The point is not whether he shot her or not. That's not the point. That's not the point.
You can't make the point. She got out the truck and stepped on glass.
You right.
And then
You right. You
the
right.
same point is Kelsey shot her.
You right. Go ahead.
Come on now.
Go ahead.
Come on
Oh
now.
my
I know
goodness,
you
you're
got a
giving me
little
headache.
bit. I know
No,
you got a
you're
little
giving me-
bit.
no, you're
I know
giving me
you
a
got a
headache.
little bit of common sense.
You're giving me a headache.
I know you got a
In front
little
of the
bit.
police officers, you just heard her say, "Oh man, she just stepped on the bottle and she cut her." So, if they watched her step on the bottle, cut herself open, probably had some fragments go in the open wound because she's walking on literal glass at the time.
Wow. Ho. Oh my Jesus.
Because her
Oh,
friend,
my Jesus.
because her friend did shoot at her. She
Oh,
did.
my
So bullet
Jesus.
fragments can be in her foot.
Oh
That's
boy.
not the point.
I don't even have to say anything
That
to
is not
him.
the
What's his
point.
name?
His name's Flacco.
I don't have to say anything to Flacco because Flacco is proving my point clear as day. Just listen to yourself, Flacco.
No,
Stop
listen
yapping
to
and listen to
yourself.
what you're saying. Makes no
Dwayne!
sense.
Does this equate
No
to
sense.
Tory Lanez popped at her? Now, I do believe a gun was shot that night. Don't get me wrong. A gun was indeed
Get your mother.
shot that night. But I don't think that gun is what penetrated Megan Thee Stallion's skin.
Ma'am, do you think we're gonna go to jail? What's that? Do you think we're gonna go to jail?
What
Y'all
woman
keep saying
you
the
know
same
who just
stuff,
got
man.
shot is talking that calmly?
Big ideas.
Is that composed? Is that stoic? A gunshot victim, is that composed, that stoic? It's kind of like somebody just sitting on the curb, man, like just waiting for the police to go away. Is that, come on, bro. Bro, anybody with a brain can look at this and say, bro, what are we doing
Well,
here?
where's
bro?
your brain?
How do we go from this to somebody being in jail right now for 10 plus years? This is crazy. And they even showed the hospital footage where Megan Thee Stallion is telling the doctors, yeah, I stepped on glass, it's whatever.
And so what happened with the claim? You were just walked on stepping on glass. I haven't really cut on my right foot. I just stepped on glass the other day.
You heard that?
So
I heard
you
it.
already hurt. So we got to do it. And then at that point, we just your friends were running down from the hospital.
Pay attention to her saying, I stepped on glass the other day.
Stepped on
too."
glass the other day
So she
too.
already had an open wound. And that would make sense when we get to the gun and the bullet fragments and other things involved in this case. But I stepped on glass the other day too. So hence when she stepped on glass tonight, it just re-aggravated the open wounds she already had. They provided the full timeline to expose the
Listen,
story that
I-
Megan Thee Stallion told of, I try to protect Tory
You
Lanez.
told me the other day. We had a conversation the other day, and you said I told you that Tory was defending himself, and you said no. Tory was the one who was on the internet talking about it, and that's why she came out and she said that he did it. At first, she was trying to protect him. So this proves that she was never thinking about protecting Tory.
Who put this together?
It's a timeline. This is literally a timeline. You can go back and find all this stuff yourself. This is a timeline from when she started speaking and when Tory started speaking. She started speaking. She called. She said something to him. I can't see what that say right now. On the 15th, she came out and started talking about how she got shot. And then on the 16th, the very next day, she named Tory as the shooter. That man ain't say nothing until 2 months later.
Listen, this is
But
the
y'all
part.
swear,
No,
but
this
y'all
is
swear,
this is
y'all
the
swear
part.
up and down
No,
that no, she was protecting him, and the only reason she came out and said it is because he
This
was
is-
bashing
this is-
her and talking
this
about
is
it.
why I'm saying this is why I'm saying who put this together, because Tory, she said clear as day that Tory people was the one on the internet
Oh, man. Who is
talking
Tory
about
people?
his
Who is Tory people? You believe in Tory people, but you don't believe in Rock
No,
Nation.
these are
you
Tor-
believe
no.
in Tory people, but
Okay.
you don't believe in Rock Nation. That is
No,
insane.
don't.
That is
Tory
crazy.
people was putting it out as if Megan Thee Stallion was lying. She never said nobody shot her. This is
Tory
when she
people?
still was going off of the glass stuff.
Who is
And
Tory
then-
people?
Well, you got to go back and watch. I will have to go back and
Who
watch
is
some
Tory
old
people?
videos to tell you because I ain't keep
Who
up
is
with
Tory
it back
people?
then. But which is why she said something.
So
Because
because
the
the Tory
internet-
something about because Tory people in the internet.
Tory had.
Oh
the
my
people saying-
Jesus! So that man is in jail and got a restraining order and
Listen,
being crucified
they-
because the internet.
Y'all claim they got all this
What
information, right? If all this information is true, Tory should get out. Let's see. Let's wait and see.
Lanez initially.
let's wait and see if she
but
gets
the only
locked up.
reason I'm saying he
What
shot
will
me
she get
down
locked
is
up
because
for?
he spoke out
Lying.
first. They provided
And
the
beating on
timeline
your
to
best
show
friend.
that was an absolute lie. She did not say she stepped on glass initially to protect Tory Lanez, and she didn't change her mind because Tory Lanez spoke out first. That's a lie. So the timeline here goes. Megan posted about being shot on July 15th.
Everybody gets locked up for that. We get caught.
Megan named Tory Lanez to the police the following day. On July 16th.
Somebody gonna put out the information that happened before 7:15, which is what caused her to put out this information.
When Tory people said something.
July 27th, Megan Thee Stallion goes live on Tory Lanez's birthday. Specifically, this was her first live. It goes on August 20th. Megan Thee Stallion publicly names Tory Lanez as the shooter, but she already named Tory Lanez as a shooter to the police already. Okay, and she goes live on his birthday to taunt him. Continues. Daystar tweets for the first time. So this is when Tory Lanez first tweet to clear his name. Tory Lanez goes live October 20th. This is the first time Tory Lanez goes live to clear his name. So they like, hold on, bro. If you told the police you like got shot, if like you got shot like the day afterwards, and you only told them you stepped on glass to protect Tory Lanez, then one, why'd you tell the police you got shot the day after? And then why did you go public naming Tory Lanez when Tory Lanez hadn't spoken or done any press whatsoever? Peep how Megan said in her
Y'all
statement.
make no sense. Like it's like y'all make up stuff. People make up stuff in their head to make it sound believable to them.
No, we just.
But once she went to the doctor and they did those x-rays and they saw that, and the doctor said they removed bullet fragments, she had to say she was shot. There's no way she could get around that.
Why not?
The narrative that's been reported about Sunday morning's events are inaccurate. She will claim that she was a victim, that she suffered a gunshot wound, and that they pulled bullets from out of her legs. She says, I was never arrested. The police officers drove me to the hospital where I underwent surgery to remove the bullets. Bullets? What? There was no bullets found in Megan Thee
You could talk under your breath or talk all you want, but you make no sense.
You can't go to jail for being a snitch. You can't go to jail for being shot. So why
is Tory locked up?
Because they lied and said that he shot her.
So why didn't he defend himself? Why didn't he speak up for himself?
I can't tell you that because you don't believe in it.
Why didn't he speak up for himself?
I can't answer that for you because you don't believe in it. I already told you why.
I don't believe no idiot going to jail for 10 years.
I already told you why. Anybody that listened to the album, Tory told you why. And if you watch his podcast with Gillian Wallow from prison, he even more elaborated why he's in jail right now and why he could not speak up for himself.
So why speak up now? Why speak up now? If
because that person not defending me no more.
They weren't defending him then. They didn't defend him in court.
Obviously, no, they didn't.
So why wouldn't you speak up for yourself? You had time to get up there and speak up for yourself. That is a damn excuse. If you could say all this now, why wouldn't you say it when you in court? Why wouldn't you defend yourself and go to jail?
He had a restraining order on him, and because the people defending him was advising him not to. Like, what are you saying? If you sit,
first of all, lawyer boss. I don't give a damn. I'm the mother, boy.
You just yelled at me.
I'm the parent.
You just yelled at me.
I'm the parent.
Wait a minute.
You need to calm your nerves.
You need to get my point.
I ain't trying. Nerves.
I ain't got no nerves.
Your point is useless.
You the one that just got in your feelings.
No, I ain't getting my feelings.
Something just scratched you.
No.
Something about all this just scratched you.
Because I can't believe.
Because I just watched you turn up.
Okay, be quiet. Because I can't believe somebody I birthed don't even have a little bit of common sense.
I'm
not
a
little.
That the person that birthed me acting like they don't have a little bit.
No, baby, I got all the common sense.
If you are an innocent man and you know you ain't do nothing, and you got a restraining order on you, and your legal team is
just like all these
you
other Tory fans.
Say anything. Why would you go up there and speak?
No common sense.
You believe that I'm good. I'm good. I ain't getting locked up. I ain't shooter. I ain't do nothing. And my legal team telling me, nah, it's best that we got this. It's best that you just don't speak. We got this. Like, why would I speak?
Y'all got 8 minutes left in the video.
That don't even make sense.
Do it make sense that They said he didn't speak because he don't want to be a snitch. But now you go on Wallow show, you putting it in your music, you basically snitching. If you snitching now, why wouldn't you snitch to
How is
save
he
yourself from going to
snitching?
prison?
He didn't say anything. All he's
You
saying
just
is,
clearly
all he's
said-
saying is, I didn't shoot the girl and my legal team worked for Rock Nation. That's all he's saying. I did not shoot that woman and my legal team worked for Rock Nation. He ain't snitched. He never came out his mouth not once and said Kelsey shot her. He still ain't said it.
So
He still hasn't said it. So who's snitching?
So magically,
Who's
his legal
snitching?
team worked for Rock Nation.
Yes.
You paid somebody to be your lawyer that worked for Rock Nation.
Yes.
Then he deserved to be where he at because he dumber than a bird.
How the heck is he supposed to know?
His legs. Kelsey's legs had nothing but cuts
not
and
see that?
scratches on.
Are you gonna watch the
Megan
video?
Thee Stallion did a number. On
You
those.
act like this your brother. I ain't
That
birthed
is-
him, dude.
That's ignorant.
You don't even know him.
No, it's just the fact. It's just the fact how quickly y'all are to jump and defend a female, no matter what. It don't matter. It don't matter what the proof is. No, nothing. Y'all just still gonna defend this woman. She literally said,
Laurie,
here,
there was a whole
she literally sat
trial.
here and told me that the point is
There was
that
a whole trial.
I said she stepped in glass and don't got bullet fragments. I said, Mom, okay, but that's not the point. It don't matter whether she did get shot or not, whether she stepped in glass or not. The point is that Tory Lanez did not shoot her. Nah, that ain't the point. That ain't the point.
No.
How is that not the point? The man is in jail for them saying that he shot her, but
No,
that's
he's
not
not.
the point that he didn't
That's
shoot
what-
her.
that's what I'm
That
saying.
ain't the point. That
Common
ain't the point.
sense. That's what I'm saying.
The
Did you watch
man
trial?
is in jail for having the gun. For having a gun and shooting it. But
No.
the man did not have the gun and did not shoot it. But that ain't the point. The point is that she really had bullet fragments in her foot. Okay, but he didn't shoot her.
Just because
But
you-
that ain't the point.
The,
That ain't the point.
the person
ain't
that
the point.
talked
And
the
he-
most
that ain't the point.
don't
And he
mean that
deserved to
they
be in-
telling
he
the
deserved to
truth.
be in prison.
The
But that ain't
person
the
that
point.
talked the most don't mean they know what they talking about, chat.
I'm
just
just
know
asking
that.
questions.
Just because you talk and get loud don't mean you know
I'm
what you
just
talking
asking
about. That
questions.
just means you trying to cover up the truth. Calm down and
Cover
let
up
somebody
the
else
truth.
speak. He said what they all been saying all this time. At one minute, they say she stepped on glass. She wasn't shot. And in the same breath, Tory didn't shoot her. Kelsey shot her. So which one is it? Did she step on glass or did she get shot? That's all I'm asking. Like
Both of them. They even got a video. of
Okay,
her
come
saying
on.
that she
Come
stepped
on, let's
glass
finish
the day
this video.
before as well.
Let's finish this
So she
video because
already had the
I
steps on her foot.
I can't stay talking to you about this too long because it's gonna go real left.
And she bragged about it in her song. All right, you could literally see in the song the lyrics says, "Who will snitch? I ain't never went to the police," with no names. So this is a song called "Shots Fired" by Megan Thee Stallion. She raps, "Who will snitch? I ain't never went to the police with no names. I thought a bid that got her chain snatched caught a loss had something to say." Hey, you think it's out of the realm of possibility that Kelsey, after getting whooped on by a woman 4 to 5 inches taller than her with about 50 pounds on her, you think it's...
Now let me ask you a question. This to all the people out there who make music. Now listen, we got two people here. We got one person, Megan Thee Stallion, who the only songs that she made about the situation is that this song to Kelsey and a song about her ex-boyfriend Party Fontaine. Other than that, she can't make no music about it because it's not real. Now, guess what? Tory has been making music about the situation since it happened, telling the whole truth, letting y'all know that he did not do this. The man even made an album from prison, letting y'all know, screaming to y'all, I did not do this. Now, as people that make music out there, knowing that music comes from a place of passion and realness, which one of them do y'all really believe? Because as y'all see, the only song she can make is songs dissing Kelsey because she know her and Kelsey was out there scrapping and Kelsey pulled that thing out and didn't get the job done. So yeah, she get to make diss songs about that. But y'all ain't heard no diss songs about, oh, this goofy shot me, this dude, y'all ain't heard nothing like that. Nothing like that.
She for sure made a song, but
Y'all ain't heard nothing like that.
She for sure made a song But the difference is she won in court. She don't have to make songs.
So why she gotta make songs about Kelsey?
Tory is guilty and locked up. So he ain't got time to do nothing but make songs to try to make the public have sympathy for him.
You right.
But in the court of law, the jurors of your peers found him guilty.
You right.
Not Meg.
You right.
The jurors.
You right.
So
out of the realm of possibility,
she don't need to make
up a
songs
gun to defend herself. I don't think so. And this storyline, my perspective,
don't need to make songs, but she could go on live and cry.
Eyewitness said. What I think happened, my theory, is Megan Thee Stallion and Kelsey got into a brutal fight. Tory Lanez tried to break it up. Kelsey grabbed a gun and fired shots at Megan Thee Stallion. The shots missed. However, the bullet fragments ricocheted. And they ricocheted and got into her foot due to the open wound she already had from stepping on glass in the prior days. And then when they all got back in the vehicle, right? And when they all got back into the vehicle, I believe what took place was Megan Thee Stallion then hopped out the vehicle, stepped on glass further, re-aggravate the wound, made the wound look so much more crazy. The police said, what the heck is this? That's what happened. That's the only story that makes sense. And the eyewitness account
only
backs
story
that
that makes sense.
Here is Sean Kelly, the only eyewitness of this case, telling the police that
Sean Kelly. You remember who Sean Kelly was, right? The
Sean
man
Kelly
on his
was.
balcony.
I know who Sean Kelly was.
Let's go.
Seen Kelsey shoot Megan Thee Stallion or fire shots at Megan Thee Stallion. The shots missed.
Are you ready to sell your house?
Oh, L.A. Get off my screen.
24 hours or less.
The crazy thing is, y'all, I'm trying to figure out where y'all was at when the trial was going on, because all of this stuff that y'all getting excited about was brought up in the trial. Go ahead.
This wasn't.
Yes, it was. Go.
What Sean Kelly said?
Go. Let me hear.
When he
Let me hear what he said.
When he first spoke to the cops.
Let me hear what he said.
Oh.
So I can explain it to you.
Explain it. You gonna explain what the eyewitness said right after it happened?
They shot out of the car?
Well, the windows were open, that's why it sounded like either way. Yeah, I didn't
No,
really
they
see.
were on my side. The girl opened the door, two girls fighting, and then they shot. And she got out of the car. Doors of the Escalade open, and the girl came out and pulled open the passenger door and started screaming and yelling at somebody in the car.
So the girl who came out of the passenger, you're talking about the front passenger?
No, the rear.
The rear passenger. So the girl comes out of the rear passenger and she goes through the front passenger?
Yeah.
And she opens up the car door?
Yeah.
And then what happens?
They're screaming and shouting at each other and they start fighting.
The two girls?
Yeah, I can see one like feet coming out trying to kick her and the other one's fighting, and then the passenger gets out.
So the girl who does the punching and the kicking is the girl that comes out of the back passenger?
Can we stop there? Because I don't want to. I'll tell you, and then I want to go. My son's on his own.
Yeah, I understand. And it's loud with the cars.
I don't really want to. So basically, the car stopped. The girl in the back got out, started screaming and shouting, ripped the door, pulled the door open, but pulled it so sort of viciously. That's why I presume the driver got out. She starts screaming. She starts hitting the girl. The girl on the passenger side, her feet come out. She starts to kick the girl away. On the passenger. They get out, they start fighting here, they start fighting. The driver comes round and tries to sort of break it up. It gets a bit more violent, and between them, the girl then climbs back into the front driver passenger seat.
Where's the shorter black guy?
Where's the shorter black guy?
He's in the back of the car? Okay.
Then the gun.
You can read them captions.
The driver's door is open.
And you're seeing the girl shoot?
Can I help you? I think, is it this house?
Yes, I'm so
sorry.
Okay.
So you see the girl doing the shooting?
I see what appears to be the girl standing here and shooting into the car. That's what it looked like to me. But it was dark, and I'm
He said
above,
shooting into the car.
But then the guy gets out again from the back.
And you want to know what happened to the only eyewitness who identified the woman shooting at Megan
That's
Thee
all he
Stallion?
gonna play?
That eyewitness
Oh,
came to
so he
court.
stopped.
And when he got
Oh,
to
so he
court,
stopped the video because dude wasn't finished.
We just literally seen the guy say that he seen the females
No.
fighting.
He was not finished
Time
the
out.
video.
The man, first of all, the point that I want to make is they claim that Tory Lanez was in the front passenger seat and got out standing over the window, danced, B. When the man just said Tory was in the back seat, the girls was back there fighting, and he seen the girl shooting.
So all three of them was in the back.
No, Megan was out the car whooping on her. What are you talking about?
He said
Megan was beating on her.
He said one of the passengers got out of the back.
I understand what he
walked
said.
over to the other side of the back.
I understand what he
seat.
said.
Stop.
I
Yes,
heard
he
what he
did.
said.
He said.
I heard what he said.
He said she was in the back passenger. Kelsey, Megan was in the front.
Yep.
Passenger.
Yep. And Megan,
yeah.
And Megan got out of the car, got the whooping on her.
Yeah. But
And then he seen the driver, which was the bodyguard, get out, try to break it up. That's when Kelsey got back in the car, grabbed the gun, and shot at her.
Look.
That's why he said drop shot into the car, because she was shooting out of the car.
First of all, he stopped the video before the video could finish. So unless you want to go find the
It don't even matter.
original video,
the extra point comes up after.
What he said was, it looked like the girl, and he right here he said it looked like the girl was shooting the gun into the car. But he said it looked like the girl looked like the muzzles was coming from the girl, and then he saw the short guy.
That is not what he said in court. That is not what he said when he got to court. No, it is not. Because when he got to court, his whole story changed. He never even seen the girls fighting or anything. All he seen was the angry guy get out, the angry short guy get out of the car shooting like this.
He said the exact same thing. He said that he saw the girl.
That's what he said before court.
No.
Once he got to court, he had a whole
Like,
different story.
did I watch the court case? Did I watch the trial? Don't tell me what he said in court when I know clearly what he said in court.
I watched what he
Matter
said
of fact,
in court
let's
as well.
find it.
No.
Yes.
I'm about to sit here and watch that.
Oh, you go watch it.
Not about to sit here and watch
Let's
that.
see.
Your mic covering your whole face.
Mom, go back to the video.
Oh, it's not over?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, let me find what I'm looking for first. What was his name?
My Jesus.
What was his name? You just said his name.
Sean Kelly.
Oh yeah.
You're skipping over all the points.
No.
To
You don't
to
want
protect
the
this woman.
Sean Kelly.
I don't care no more. She lying. Kelsey shot her. Tory innocent. That's all that matter.
A man named Sean Kelly testified that he saw the entire confrontation from his bedroom window. Kelly said he saw a violent fight first break out between two women before an angry male joined. He alleges he saw the first muzzle flash nearest the girls. About the same time, the smallest individual, Lanez, got out of the car. I believe I saw the girl shoot first, he said. I believed it was fireworks. He then said the male, presumed to be Tory Lanez, began shooting next. I just saw he was very angry, shouting, and then the flashes then came from him. I never saw a gun, Kelly said. They were all fighting, so I just assumed he grabbed the gun. Okay. You heard what he said in court? Mm-hmm. Okay. I just want to make sure you heard him clearly.
Prosecutors took him upstairs.
I tell you, y'all,
the eyewitness
when it don't go with their agenda, they don't want to hear it.
Was the defense.
You've been proving that the whole video.
The defense
you ain't heard
was
nothing.
Who called the eyewitness. The prosecutors didn't want to call the eyewitness. The defense called him. But when he got to court, Tory Lanez and his family watched the prosecutors take that eyewitness upstairs. And when he came back downstairs, he didn't speak to Tory Lanez, looked nobody in their eyes.
Why should he speak to Tory Lanez?
Changed up his story.
When we sat outside, my wife and I, we saw this gentleman come in, and we sat down, and it was identified for us that, oh, this is Mr. Sean Kelly. He's sitting across from us on the other side of the hallway. And as we sat there, the prosecution came out, one of their detectives, or investigators rather, and one of the prosecutors, they took this gentleman, they went upstairs, I believe it was to the 14th floor at that time. By the time this man came down, the witness they did not want to call, this man came down and his testimony became so embellished with other nonsense that people who saw it just looked at it and said, this is crazy.
Imagine telling the police seconds, minutes after the incident, everything you just saw fresh on your mind. And then a year and a half later, you go to tell that same story you told the police, and the prosecutors walk you upstairs, walk you back downstairs, and your entire testimony changed. Now, all of a sudden, you've seen Tory Lanez shooting. This, to me, is the corruptness that went on. Also, by the way, the owner of the gun, the prosecutor sealed that information. The owner of the gun, the name of the owner, got sealed. Nobody knows. All right? Tory Lanez DNA was not found.
Hold up, but that's what I'm saying. This stuff makes no sense. Even if the prosecutor sealed it, the defense have the right to have that information. Obviously. So people just talk. No, people just talk. It got to make sense. You can't just say something and think people gonna go with it. It has to make sense. That makes no sense. Any evidence the defense and the prosecutor has has a right to it. The prosecutors cannot seal that information, and the defense team don't know.
Do you believe that everybody that's been locked up is guilty?
No.
You don't believe there's no innocent people?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, finish the video.
I do.
Okay, finish the video.
But this ain't one of them.
1%.
This ain't one of them, Chad.
No,
you sound delusional.
So you believe
a billion black
you don't believe that everybody go to jail
0.01%
guilty, but you just know
DNA.
this man guilty because they say he guilty.
So his DNA was not found on a gun. The eyewitness is saying
0.1%. You know what 0.1% is?
Megan Thee Stallion.
That means a billion black people.
Hey, listen, man.
Can
I
be that
stepped on
DNA.
glass the other day. I already had an open.
But they ain't do no.
The gunshot probably got fired at her by Kelsey. She probably stepped on bullet fragments that went into her foot, bruh. And also, by the way, the bullet fragments that got pulled out of her foot, those bullet fragments mysteriously went missing.
Again, another lie.
They lost the evidence.
Another lie. They clearly said that those bullet fragments are still in evidence. So Like y'all just people make stuff up. Y'all just go with anything somebody say.
No,
do your research. Do your research.
Y'all just go with
before y'all start speaking. Do your research. The bullet fragments are not missing.
Y'all believe anything these people put in front of y'all. That's all.
To me, this is the example of being railroaded.
These people.
But let me know what you think. I really want to know. All right, like let me know your honest opinion about this, bro. Not what you heard. No, your honest opinion. And if you're still watching this, click on.
My honest opinion is that people should do their own research. You should not go off of what you see somebody post on Twitter. Like,
what's your opinion? What's your opinion on the fact that? What's your opinion on the fact that this man's DNA was never found on that gun? That it was only a 0.1%, which means 1 billion black people could have been tied to that DNA.
Let me ask you a question.
But listen, they found gun residue on Kelsey, but they didn't swap for her DNA and they did not swap for Megan DNA. But they knew that it was 2 female DNAs tied to that gun, but they didn't swap neither one of them females. And they gave Kelsey immunity. And both of them got to sit there and lie about the fact that they did not fight. That's perjury. That's perjury altogether.
Let me ask you a question.
That's perjury altogether. That's a whole reason why they should be in jail just for one.
So you telling me that not only did Tory Lanez not want to be a snitch and snitch on Kelsey, but he also didn't want to come forward and say that wasn't his gun?
Mom,
no. Answer my question.
I'm about to answer your question.
No, don't tell me I'm not listening.
I'm
I'm asking.
I'm about to answer it for the 17th time.
This is my first time asking you that.
I got the same answer. Could you keep asking me the same questions?
Okay, what's your
same question? Why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do that? Because for one, the man was silenced, and his defense team told him, "You're better off just not saying anything."
So you say he was silenced. Why was he silenced?
They put a restraining order on him.
A gag order?
Yes.
A gag order has nothing to do with you testifying in court. A gag order is him talking on social media or to other people. No,
if you have a gag order on you and your defense team, the lawyers that are fighting for you, tell you, hey, we advise that you do not speak. And you know that you did not do anything, that you are not guilty of this crime. Like, what do you mean,
Larry? Oh my gosh.
Chat.
I'm gonna pray for you, boy, because
I
know for sure.
For some reason, I don't know why. For some reason, I don't know why I thought that this video was gonna open her eyes, but she still. It
did open my eyes.
She's still delusional. She's still delusional.
Opened my eyes to just how
to this woman power stuff, and it ain't even no such thing.
It opened my eyes to how crazy
females don't even like each other,
and how much they don't use common sense.
But when it comes to them versus a man, they always gonna stand up with each other.
I'm not standing up with any woman. I'm standing up with what's right. I'm going off of the trial, the evidence that was presented at the trial. If Tory Lanez didn't stand up for himself and defend himself, that's Tory Lanez' problem.
Oh my Jesus.
And Tory Lanez had lawyers.
Oh my Jesus.
The same evidence y'all claim.
All right, chat. That's the end of this video.
Yeah,
I don't want her seen on the internet saying nothing like that.
Boy, please show me on the internet, because
it's
you that don't make sense. It's him that don't make sense.
She is going to get canceled.
But like, comment, and subscribe. Leave y'all comments down below.
Hey, cancel her.
You can't cancel me.
Cancel her right now.
Okay. Leave your comments down below. What y'all think about this? Because I ain't seen no new evidence. This is the same evidence that was brought in court. He has not mentioned one new piece of evidence in this video. That's what he started off with, new evidence. His title say new evidence proves Tory Lanez got framed and set up. But I didn't hear any new evidence.
So you still believe Tory shot her?
I believe Tory Lanez is locked up for having that gun. I believe Tory Lanez
that's his gun? Even though his DNA wasn't found on it. That's his gun.
Absolutely.
How?
People wipe guns off all the time, boy. Come on. Common sense. Oh, I have to go because this.
So he
I birthed him, and the fact that he's showing no common sense bothers me. Like, comment, subscribe.
No. He wiped his fingerprints off, but
let
they
us
still
know
found
what y'all
3
think.
DNA